Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we use some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it is finally time to go ahead and enter 9th Prestige here in Advanced Warfare. Before we get into that, can I just point out how freaking awesome my character looks? Look how awesome that combo is. This exosuit, along with that helmet, they match really well, but they're not supposed to. They're part of two complete different sets. But when I did my advanced supply drop opening video, I ended up getting this helmet as well as this exosuit. And so as a result, I put them together. I'm like, that looks cool. And I made like a whole set around it. It looks really, really cool. So let's go down here in the army. Before we get to the actual besieging part, let's go ahead and talk about how cool my character looks. We'll go down here into operator. We'll go into customization. We'll go down here to custom outfit 2. Custom outfit 1 is my Sentinel Medic set. I love that set, but we'll go here. This is the set I'm wearing, and the helmet is the Kraken helmet, which is a pretty rare one because it's elite. I also have the cowboy hat that I could wear, but I like the Kraken because it looks really cool. And then the EXO itself is actually the Enlightened EXO, so it's pretty cool. The entire Enlightened set is all about basically the color white, and I just like the light blue and the white. It looks really, really good having that little combination there. So that looks pretty sick, but regardless, you guys aren't here to see my EXO and my outfit there. You guys are here to go ahead and see the entering prestige video. So ever since Modern Warfare 3, I've done these entering prestige videos where I show my stats and my combat record and everything every time I enter a prestige in Call of Duty. It's time to hit 9th prestige here in Advanced Warfare for me. So what we're going to do is what we've done with the other 8 videos in this series is we're going to show my prestige and stuff like that. So let's go down in here to operator. We'll go to combat record, and it took me 2 days, 21 hours, and 2 minutes of playtime to actually go ahead and reach this past 12,000 kills. KD took a bit of a hit, I suppose, this prestige. I think it dropped by 0.03 or 0.04, something along those lines. But throughout the entirety of this prestige, I spent it kind of experimenting with different setups and stuff, and to be honest, a lot of them didn't work out very well, but it was still fun experimenting with them. Win-loss ratio has stayed essentially the same. It's about 0.77. Now, I gotta admit, as somebody who's played a lot of Call of Duty in parties, I've always had like a big group of people to play with. I play a lot more Advanced Warfare solo than I have in a party, and it is pretty difficult to win. I gotta admit, I've always said it was. I never denied the fact that it was hard to keep a good win-loss ratio while playing solo, but it's a lot harder in Advanced Warfare, I feel like, because a party, like a good composition of players versus, a bunch of random people, really dominates in this game, I found. When, of course, all my friends that have quitting playing Advanced Warfare, they're all playing like CSGO or whatever now, so it's like, I'm the only one left playing, so I either play in open lobbies with subscribers or I play solo, so it's rough to maintain that win-loss ratio. And of course, there was actually the glitch when Advanced Warfare first came out, whereas every round in Search and Destroy you lost counted as a loss, and that just tanked most of our win-loss ratios, myself included. But score per minute of 422, pretty good, but I mainly play Ground War, so it's going to be higher than somebody that plays, say, Search and Destroy a whole lot. Let's go down here into weapons. Actually, we'll look at the game modes here, I think, first. Pretty rough last 5 games, but we'll be talking about why that was so rough. I want to point out some things here in this video before we do the prestiging. But down here to the weapons, MP11 is still my #1 weapon. For some reason, it still says AK-12 is my favorite weapon. I wonder how they put that together, like how they determine what your favorite weapon is. Is it like it was in Black Ops 1 where it actually goes by the amount of time you spent with that weapon in your hands, or does it go by like, the amount of kills you have or headshots, or I don't know, but it still says the AK-12 is my favorite weapon, but the MP11 is my most used weapon in terms of kills. AK-12 close second. I love the AK-12. It is so much fun to use. Like if it's a close range map, I use the MP11 or the KF5, and if it's like a map where it's like, I want to stick back a little bit more, there's a lot more longer lines of sight, picture maps like Riot, picture maps like Recovery, maps like that, I'm like, you know what, I want to use the AK-12 on that map. But the HPR, nothing to shake a stick at. I love that map, or not that map, that gun as well. The SN6, haven't touched the whole Prestige. I used it so much last Prestige, I'm like, I don't even want to use it anymore. I'm so tired of using that one gun, using it and looking at it. The EM1, Ball 27, haven't touched it in ages. ARX, I freaking love the ARX. It is slowly becoming one of my favorite weapons in the game. I think it's going to be making its way up into the top list relatively soon because of the update they gave it where they increased the magazine size on this thing. It's a freaking monster. It's like having extended mags by default. You throw on like grip and a silencer along with it, and it's just so much fun. I really enjoy using it. TAC 19, you guys know I love it. IMR, AE4, ASM1, boo. Broken gun, boo. OHM, the SAC-3, M1 Irons, new gun, of course, the MLA RW1, and MK14. Alright, so I actually never used the MK14 until before his Prestige. I used it over, the past 2 or 3 games or so. I ended up getting 36 kills with the weapon itself. Of course, I have a negative KD with it. Now, what I want to actually mention real quick in this video is I started experimenting with the gun itself. Here's the class I was using. It was called S&D, but that's because I was playing a little bit of Search and Destroy this Prestige. But I'm like, I really just prefer Ground War, so I went back to Ground War instead. Just never changed the name of the class. But I made this class for ground war using the MK14 Eagle Eye, which is a pretty weird variant that I end up getting. You have +1 to accuracy, +2 to range, you lose a little bit of magazine size, and you can't have any attachments whatsoever on the gun, which is pretty interesting, but it does come pre-equipped with a quick draw. It's a pretty unique elite variant, so I thought that was pretty neat. And so I put together this class, and I was using it for a bit, and it worked out pretty well. I also experimented a tad bit with the MK14 Eclipse, which is a little bit better in terms of damage. You lose a little bit of fire rate and handling, but you get increased damage and accuracy, which could be good. But I was using the Eagle Eye for the most part because it's such a unique weapon variant, and it's one that I haven't really seen or used before. And I found out that the MK14 Eagle Eye kills in the exact same amount of bullets as an ASM-1. The ASM-1, which I tested this in a private match against bots and stuff, kills in 3 bullets. The MK14, which is the game's only semi-automatic rifle, which is a huge disadvantage in Advanced Warfare because everything's so close range and so fast-paced and, you know, close quarters, it kills the exact same amount of bullets. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Because I was dying a lot more to the ASM-1 than I usually do because, of course, the gun's broken and everybody's using it. I was dying to do a lot more than usual. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this MK14 cannot compete with that gun at all. And I went and, like, tested it in a private match against bots. I'm like, yeah, it takes 3 bullets to kill somebody with the MK14. It takes 3 bullets to kill somebody with the default. Keep in mind, the default, not even upgraded at all, no variants, ASM-1, which was absurd. That gun is so broken. I really hope the next update they address it somehow. They didn't mention that they were going to address it, but, you know, I hope that they do. You know, some people look at these entering prestige videos and they think, Nero, you really don't have a ton of playtime for somebody that makes Call of Duty videos. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I've played the game, but it gets frustrating because the ASM-1 and the Ball 27 have been broken since the game came out. Well, ASM-1 was initially broken, but, you know, Ball 27's been relatively broken since the game came out. The ASM-1 is horribly broken right now, and it's just not fun for someone like me who is somebody, again, going back to my combat record, that uses a wide variety of guns: MP11, AK12, KF5, HBR, SN6, EM1. Ball 27, that was before they broke it, essentially. I was like towards like first and second prestiges I was using it. ARX, TAC 19, IMR, E4, AS1, again, haven't touched it in ages. OHM, SAC 3s, and you just trying out all these different guns. I like to have variety in there. Everyone's using the same 2 guns, and those 2 guns are still broken, and they still keep murdering me, and it's like, well, you're at a giant disadvantage. I actually saw a comment on Twitter the one day, and it was like, this is the problem. This is what's wrong with the YouTube community and the Call of Duty community is, he says, if you're not using the best gun in the game, you shouldn't be complaining about weapon balance. It's like, are you serious? I have every right to complain about weapon balance because I'm not using the best weapons in the game. All the guns should be good, not just 2. But we're not ranting about that anymore. Let's go ahead and go back to combat record. Let's go ahead. Now that I got that out of my chest, I was just feeling, man. I wanted to vent to you guys because I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys understand. You guys understand my feels. You understand my pain when it comes to playing Advanced Warfare and those 2 weapons. I can't stand it. Well, Cohered Exo Launcher, I didn't really use any of them at all. I just don't. In terms of score streaks, I experimented a lot more this prestige. So UAV, systematic bombing runs, still my top ones here. Aerial assault drone, of course, is great. I've been running I've been trying out different things with the remote turret, running it with support, running it with laser, running it with support and laser, running with rockets, just trying out different stuff with it. That's pretty fun. But running a little bit more orbital care packages just to see, you know, the odds of getting good stuff. You run support on that, and then you run the better odds with it. I noticed that I was actually getting some really good stuff. I got a couple paladins. I got, of course, some really good remote turrets out of it because when you get something out of the orbital care package, it's usually like fully on upgraded. So if you get a remote turret from a care package, it's got like 3 or 4 different attachments, not 4, but 3 different attachments on it. It's usually pretty good. So it's usually pretty good value, to be perfectly honest. I noticed that was pretty cool. I tried out the Missile Strike and the Vulcan a lot more as prestige. And as you can see, I've called in 32 Vulcans. I've gotten 38 kills with them. It's not a very good kill streak, guys. Too many people use blind eye. You never have any idea where they're at. So I've given up on the Vulcan. Missile Strike, again, same idea. Too many people use blind eye. You never actually have a good idea or clear indication as to where the opposing team is. So you kind of just are guessing where you're going to be dropping your Missile Strike as to whether or not it's going to actually get you kills. You're like, oh, well, I guess I'll drop it towards B because there might be people there. I don't know. I can't see them because everyone's got blind eye. So I've called in 61 of those, and I got 69 kills. So yeah, these 2 kill streaks, no. Of course, the Paladin is a very good kill streak, but yeah, I've always, my theory's always been with these high cost kill streaks has been, you know, if it costs that much, you know, the chances of you actually getting it are pretty low, and you might just be better off to run like bombing run instead, because you can probably end up getting, you know, 2 bombing runs in the time it could end up taking you to get 1 paladin, you know, and the chances of you actually staying alive for the entire length of getting a paladin, like you can get a paladin 1 out of every 10 games, whereas if you would run bombing run, you could probably get, you know, at least 1 bombing run every single game. You know, it's a lot more value, I think. But the paladin, of course, is a very good kill streak if you can actually acquire it. Aerial assault drone and Goliath. So I haven't called in the Goliath just because it's been underwhelming. The general consensus has been pretty underwhelming throughout the entirety of Advanced Warfare's lifecycle. I still might run it this Prestige just to try it out, just to say, yes, I've used every kill streak except the recon drone. But it's a recon drone. I think we all know what that thing's going to do. But those are the kill streaks. Here are the medals if you care about medals. But, you know, we say this every time there's a Prestiging video. There's just simply too many medals for it to really mean anything. Because it's like, well, hey, guys, look at all the stuff I did. I've shot enemies that were in the air 547 times. Or, you know, I've got 600 double kills. And, you know, there are the medals. Leaderboards? Do we need leaderboards? I mainly play Ground War, so I'd be up there in like Domination and stuff. Domination, no. I actually don't even have, not even half my kills are in Domination, really. I guess that's because Ground War, you end up playing a lot of Team Deathmatch. There's Team Deathmatch right there. I never actually looked at the leaderboards before. There's Kill Confirmed. I've played apparently a bunch of Kill Confirmed. It's a fun game mode. I gotta admit, I really enjoy Kill Confirmed. Like even 6-on-6 Kill Confirmed is pretty fun for me. Momentum, I played a bit of that, but never did too great at it. Uplink, barely played any of that, but I have played it. Oh, it's actually pretty interesting. It actually shows you the prestige that the other games did this as well. But once again, this is the first time I've actually looked at the leaderboards in Advanced Warfare. So yeah, it actually shows you what level you were, what prestige you were the last time you played that particular game mode. That's pretty funny. If I ever played, I don't think I've played free-for-all in this game. No, I haven't. I'm unranked. Capture the Flag, I don't think I've played it. Nope, unranked. Uplink, Search and Destroy. It's been a while. I did it level 48 there because of double XP. But weird glitch with Search and Destroy, and most of my Search and Destroy time was in the first 3 prestiges or so. And what was weird about it was at the time, because leaderboards were broken, I think that's part of the reason why I haven't checked the leaderboards in this game. Leaderboards were broken when Advanced Warfare first came out, and if you prestiged, it stopped tracking you on the leaderboards, and I didn't actually play any Search and Destroy in my non-prestige. So because I didn't play any Search and Destroy when I was a non-prestige, it didn't keep me on the Search and Destroy leaderboards at all. I played a ton of it my first, second, third, fourth, you know, maybe even go up to 5th prestige. I played a ton of Search and Destroy because you could level up really quickly doing that. But since I didn't actually play any of it when I was a non-prestige, it didn't track me at all. So I have like apparently like no playtime of Search and Destroy at all, according to the leaderboards, which is weird. I tried Search and Rescue. Game or 2 of that. It was actually quite fun. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Hardpoint, haven't played a bunch of that, but I'm there. Infected, I don't think I've even tried. Nope, I don't even think I played Gun Game. No, I did play a bit of Gun Game, but that was before they added the Gun Game leaderboards. But that is basically it, ladies and gentlemen, for the combat record and all of the things. And I guess just to do a really quick showing, these were primarily the classes I ran throughout the entirety of the procedure. I think I'll start showing these as well, because I know you guys really care about classes, like with DNA Saturday. Whoops, press the back button. With DNA Saturday and stuff like that, you guys like to see the classes. So these were the classes I ran throughout the majority of the prestige. Keep in mind they usually end up changing a lot, but these were generally what I ran. Some of them, of course, I didn't actually play around with too much, like the OHM and the EM1. I didn't even get attachments for them as prestige. Attack 19, loved using that. That was a lot of fun. ARX 160, this is what I was using. So much fun with that class. Oh my goodness. ARX 60 with Hole Puncher and just the buffs that it's gotten recently. Ah, so good. KF5, fun gun. Sniper rifle, barely touched it. I just kind of tried it for a bit. HPR, that's primarily what I used. M1 irons, there's a class there. SAC 3 Akimbos. This was going to be the class I was going to use my SAC 3 singles on, but I haven't gotten one yet. Phytech, I played around a little bit with it, not a ton though. AE4, and there's the MK14 class. Those are the classes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and enter Prestige. Dun, 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 dun. Enter Prestige level 9 to continue your progress in public match. So, reset your challenges rank and unlocks for a bit of Prestige. For this, you'll gain a Prestige rank icon, calling card, player gear, and a permanent unlock. Your armory will remain along with any calling cards and emblem icons you have earned. More info, please. And everything you've unlocked, including weapons, experience, and challenges, will be reset. You'll have to rank up to reacquire them. Only your calling cards, emblem icons, I was going to say weapon icons, emblem icons, weapon camo challenges, and armory items will be unaffected. Choose a permanent unlock. Ladies and gentlemen, what should I get? What should I bring with me? IMR? No, I already got that. SN6, SAC 3. Maybe I should bring the SAC 3 just in case I end up getting a SAC 3 single out of a supply drop. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because there's really nothing else here that I want to take. There just isn't. I get the M1 irons right away. There's nothing else I want. I'm going to take the SAC 3. I guess I'm just going to take a SAC 3. There's no going back, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no going back. Are we ready for this? Okay, that was cool looking. That was super. That's a super cool freaking emblem. All right, let's actually go ahead and equip it. This is a lot longer of a video than I usually do here. Not the emblem, calling cards. This is a lot longer than what I usually end up doing with these entering prestige videos, but that's a freaking cool looking emblem. That's awesome. I like that calling card a whole lot. But we got an advanced supply drop out of that, so let's go ahead and open that here to round off the video, I suppose. Maybe we'll get something good.
Elite! Elite!
Okay, so I ended up getting whiteout boots as well as the biohazard exosuit, which is pretty cool. I think I already had the biohazard one, but I don't believe... No, maybe I did have the whiteout boots. I don't know. But I also got an M1 irons. This is called the High Noon, which is going to increase accuracy, but reduce mobility. Huh. Does that mean the hip fire? No, because handling's the hip fire. Huh. I wonder if that would actually be any good or not. It doesn't look to be perfectly that great, but yeah, it might be alright. But let's go ahead and here, before the end of the video, let's put together... Ugh, Ball 27 class. Ugh. Ugh, gross. We got to put together the MP11 Goliath class, which we can't really put too much on it yet because we don't really have anything unlocked, but... we put it on regardless because we need to get stuff going here. We'll put on the Systemac. There we are. So... yeah, I'm very limited in my class right now because I can't put anything on because everything's locked. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Definitely a lot longer than we usually do here with these entering prestige videos. But still, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves. Of course, let me know in the comment section below. What prestige are you guys? What prestige are you guys up to? I'm up to 9 right now. I'm getting closer there. I don't think I'm going to go all the way up to like 30. That seems absurd. I might just stop at like the original prestige master just to be there, you know. But who knows? We'll see how far I end up going with these prestiges. But regardless, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let me know in the comment section below what prestige you guys are. Thank you guys all for watching. Remember to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.